Petrolheads, welcome to today's video. Thank you very much for joining us today. I've got some really special for you. We've got this absolutely beautiful, as you can see, R34 GTT rear-wheel drive, 900 horsepower, mate, alright? It's going to get absolutely bloody mental today. Rear-wheel drive, 900 horsepower. Thanks to Andrew for bringing this out today. His Instagram is right here somewhere. What an absolute legend, really nice guy. He also has his club. Him and his wife actually run Area 51 club. Really nice lot, obviously. Go give him a follow on Instagram, right here as well. We are on our way to reaching over 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you please could do us a favour, go down below, hit subscribe. Whilst you're at it, why not give our Instagram a follow at Redefine Automotive, somewhere on the screen right here. And enough of me waffling. Without further ado then, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Let's get into it. Alright guys, we're inside the Skyline here with Andrew. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, good mate, good.
Alright, so obviously, as you said in the intro, Andrew's Instagram is somewhere around here. He is also running, obviously, your Area 51 club with his wife. So, really great bunch. They do food as well.
And tea and coffee, don't forget.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, enough of me waffling. we're gonna get to talk about obviously the car and the specs and all the interesting stuff that me and you, everyone wants to know. So, shall we begin with essentially the engine and what's been done to it?
Essentially, started life as a RB25 Neo.
Yeah.
Automatic, funny enough.
Yeah.
But now we've got a Series 1 RB26. It's stroked out with a Brian Cowler stroking kit to a 2.85. We've got all Brian Cowler forged rods, forged crank, ported polished head, HPI intake, stainless steel hard pipes, Blitz intercooler, oil cooler, all the supporting mods you can think of to reach 720 brake on low boost, just over 900 brake on high boost.
That's absolutely mental, mate. Rear-wheel drive, 900 horsepower, 908 to be specific.
Yeah,
I think
just
it is.
over.
So, there you go. So that's, I literally can't stress this enough. Rear-wheel drive, 908 horsepower, mate. How does this hook up? How does it feel?
Yeah, it's hard to get the power down to the road, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
I've tried so many different tyre sizes, and at the moment I'm running a 295 on the rear. It's still not enough, but it'll do for now.
Exactly. So, obviously, in terms of the turbo, what turbo have you got to be
We've
specific?
We've got a Trust Grady T88R. It's, well, basically one of the biggest ones on the market at the moment, I believe. It's capable of running nearly 5 bar of boost, if I'm correct, if I think about it correctly when I was doing my research into it. Currently I run 1.7 bar on low boost and just over 3 bar on high boost.
Yeah.
And it's a good turbo. It's been on the car for a while now. I've never had any issues with it, so I'm not going to change it until
of course.
I get an issue with it.
Okay, that sounds good. So obviously, in terms of the fueling, how does the fuel get delivered? What fuel pump have you got? And how does that keep up?
We've got 3 Walbros in the boot. We've got a 35 litre tank as well. 1250cc injectors, 6 of them, but I've also got a scent injector regulator fitted there as well. We've only running 4 bar fuel pressure at the moment. Can tweak it up as much as I want. On low boost I'm only running the 2 fuel pumps, but I am able to switch the 3rd one on if I need to as well.
Of course, yeah. Okay, interesting. So obviously earlier you've mentioned to me that it's running on the stock coil packs.
Yeah.
So which parts are actually still OEM and how do they hold up?
The only OEM parts I use are the actual coil packs, and funny enough, it's one of the weakest points on the RB26 engine, as anybody knows. First thing most people do is change the coil packs, but I've never had any issues with my coil packs, so I'm not going to change them. Just for the sake of it.
Exactly.
A lot of people go for the R8 coil packs. I've got no problems with that. I think it looks really nice. But I haven't had any issues with mine, and they've been on the car a while, so I'm not going to change them. I keep on top of my regular servicing. I go through a lot of plugs. It chucks in a lot of fuel, so my plugs do burn out quite quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as long as I keep on top of that, I get no issues.
Mate, if it works, don't fix it.
Exactly.
If it works, don't fix it. All right, so obviously, you've mentioned, and now we know that this began its life as an automatic, of course. And now, obviously, it has been converted into 5-speed manual, obviously.
Yeah, it's got a custom-built gearbox on it. Basically, it's a R34 bell housing, but everything inside is completely custom. I tried to keep that secret, to be honest with you, because it is the only one.
Of course,
well, the only one in the world, to be honest with you.
And
a lot of people say to me, you should have gone 6-speed, but I got a custom box that does over 200 miles per hour. What do I need a 6-speed for?
Exactly. That's it. And also 5-speed gearboxes are technically stronger than 6-speed gearboxes.
Yeah,
in most cases, of course.
But certain cases, as we know.
Yeah.
Certain cases, no.
Obviously, the theme you've gone with this car is the Venom theme.
Yeah, I named the car Venom when it first came into the UK. It was it's got nothing to do with the Marvel character, although I do use him as a mascot for the car.
There is one right here in the back, if you can see that.
Behind, hanging off the fire extinguisher.
He's chilling out there.
Yeah, he just sits with me all the time. He's usually mounted on the seat that you're sitting on right now, and I actually took him off for you to get a seat to this morning. So he's been relegated at the back now.
He's been relegated,
yeah, he's not very happy about that.
Might knock me out later.
Yeah, you can sit. If you don't respect this car when you're actually driving, it'll take your head off.
Oh, yeah.
Plain and simple, it will take your head off. It's rear-wheel drive. You have got to make sure that there's nothing in front of you, by the side of you, or anywhere near you, to be honest with you, when you put your foot down. And you have got to be, like you said, on top of your game when you're driving. It's respect what you're behind the wheel of, to be honest with you. I know it sounds stupid, and a lot of people won't know what I'm talking about. Well, if those people have never had a big power car.
Rear-wheel drive car, especially.
Exactly. EK9 Type R seats.
EK9 Type R seats?
Yeah.
Mate, they feel so good though.
They're one of the comfiest seats I've ever sat in.
Honda seats are so good.
I'm a big lad, I'm 6'4" and I'm
so am I, by the way.
So with everything in this car as well, with the body kit, you're looking. The car only weighs about 100 kilos more than a K11 Micra.
Ooh, what's that like?
It's about 1,240 kilos, maybe. I think from stock.
With this amount of power. That is insane, all right? I know there's a lot of people out there that be like, oh, yeah, it's not around a ton, but getting a Skyline around a ton is, an insane goal as it is. As they are a big car.
And probably half of that is the engine and turbo.
Exactly. And you've mentioned, obviously, the body kit. What, exact body kit is it? This is one-off. You will never see any other Skyline with this body kit.
No, it's a one-off built body kit. It was built by a company called Apache Racing for another company called Final Connection in Japan. It was built for them originally as a prototype show demo piece, you could call, for what they could actually do.
Of course,
the car was in the 2010 Tokyo Auto Salon originally, with the body kit on display with a stock motor, automatic gearbox and stock interior. But then after that, it's full carbon. So wide as well. It's crazy wide. The body kit is known as a super wide body kit.
Yeah.
It extends the fenders either side, all four corners, by about 200mm. The car sits, last time I measured, I think it was 6'9". I think it was 6'9" wide. In terms of the exhaust, in terms of the brake, together, what have we got? Brakes, we've got 330mm rotors on the front, 320mm rotors on the rear, Brembo 4 pots on the front, Brembo 2 pots on the rear. They're good. I didn't need to go big. I didn't need to go stupid, even though with the power that I've got, the brake setup is really good. The calipers are taken off an R32. The front discs are actually off a 350Z, and the rear discs are actually off Evo 10.
Yeah, so, I've seen the potted and grooved as well.
I've gone for the drilled and grooved on the rear, mainly rear wheel drive. The back end gets hot. I'd rather keep the back end cool. I've gone for solid on the front, basically just because of the noise. This car makes enough noise as it is. For all those of you that are interested in the exact specification, obviously I'll put it down below in the description on the little spec sheet, so you guys can go and check that out right now if you're interested. And yes, obviously in terms of the exhaust, what have we got? Well, it's a custom made exhaust, plain and simple. It's got it's a rotated manifold. Again, all custom fabrication work to house the T88 turbo. Then it's all custom downpipe. It's 3.5 inch all the way through to the back box. It's a huge exit pipe. Yeah, massive. We got a 4.5 inch exit pipe there. Then we've also got the external wastegate and the screamer pipe as well. Screamer pipe's pointing down to the floor. So a lot of people seem to put them through the bonnet at the moment. No, not for me. Not into that. No, not into me. It makes enough noise. It makes more noise going down pointing to the floor than it'll do coming up through the bonnet. All right, interesting. All right, well, shall we take it on the road then? Yeah, let's see what we can do then. I am scared for my life. Well, let's do it, mate. Alright guys, going out for a drive in a Skyline. I am scared stiff, mate.
It's going to get absolutely, it's going to get very interesting. It's going to get very, very interesting. Once again, the power of this thing is absolutely frightening. 900 bhp. Whoa. Getting a little tease there. This thing sounds so menacing. Alright, alright. We'll have to stop by and get toilet paper later on, mate, to clean up your seat. Jesus Christ. Whew. This thing just pulls so differently to everything else we've had on the channel. What's it like with the traction control? Has it got full on traction control?
Traction control's been binned, I don't need that.
Oh, there we go then. What's the clutch like? Is it hard?
Oh, it's a nightmare.
I can imagine, mate.
You've got a 6-plate Nismo clutch on it. You've got a Nismo 3-way diff as well.
Mate, this must be like pressing down on a stone.
Oh,
where's the bite pod? At the very top, isn't it?
Bite is at the very top.
Yeah.
It's either on or off. It's an absolute nightmare.
Oh man, it sounds so scary. It's like it's just teasing me with the power. Oh,
Teases everybody with the power.
naughty, naughty that is. Once again, around the corners, it feels really well planted.
It is really, it's very tight on the roads. It goes round bends, very, very planted.
Okay, this it properly kicks you back now. When you're in the lower gears, that really kicks you back. And it handles so well. How does it handle this well, this speed? Mate.
Rear wheel drive.
Rear wheel drive at this speed, and it goes. Okay. Oh, mate. First ever experience in a Skyline, and mate, honestly, it's something I've not expected. I've not expected this. I've expected a harsh, stiff ride, but this is comfortable. It's seamless. It goes faster than you think you're going, much faster than you think you're going to go in. It's really surprising. Wow. Once again, I'm taken back. Another car on the channel that just takes me back and really just takes me by surprise. Just like the Evo 6, that really took me off guard. That really, you know, took me by a massive surprise. And once again, this is too, you know. The sound. This thing screams, mate. Oh. And going around the corners at these speeds. It actually scares me to death, mate. Look at the speed though, and look at the corner we're about to approach. It's like the things you see before you die, mate. Yeah. It's scary, but mate, the scream up there, it was screaming. That scream button really does its job well.
It does it.
Wow.
It really does it, mate. It's one of my favourite mods on the car, apart from the number plate, which my missus bought me for.
Yeah, Venom on the number plate.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm not usually one for the private plates, but this is, you know, this was my pride and joy.
This is a special car, mate. I can't believe how fast we went around that corner, and that looks so well. And no slip, nothing. The wheels just, it's like once they get up to 10, they just stick to the tarmac.
Yeah, those fendrils I've got on the back are unbelievable, to be honest with you. They are a road legal slemmy sick tyre.
Yeah, yeah.
When they get up to temperature, you put your hand on them and your hand sticks to them.
Oh yeah.
They are a really grippy tyre.
Oh man, this thing screams. It just sings to the RPM. Oh, man. This thing is mental. Oh, it pins you back so good though. Oh, I bet this guy's looking in his rear view mirror like, what the f is going on? Oh, if I saw this in my rear view mirror, I'd be running. I'd be running for my life.
They do get a lot of people that see it behind and all of a sudden they just pull over.
Yeah, oh mate. This thing is like, it's just built for like expressway runs. Just high speed expressways.
It's built for speed, plain and simple. It's built for speed.
That's it, mate.
It's not built to go around the corner sideways. It's not built to do a 10-second quarter mile.
Exactly. Exactly.
Built to get your adrenaline pumping as fast as it can around the body.
And once again, that's what we all love, that adrenaline rush, the feeling of, you know, it's you and the car and that's it. And you can control the car and the car respects you once you can control it. Like the car gives you that respect of, okay, you know, this guy can drive, you know. So surprisingly well-handling car, honestly. Once again,
for a rear-wheel drive car, you'd expect expecting it just to.
I'm expecting slides.
Step out.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting to want to. What's that? Is that a Rover?
Old Rover P100.
800. That's something like that. Yeah. Back to this. Anyway,
we can appreciate a classic car.
Exactly. I appreciate any cars in general, apart from Fords, of course. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. There's a clutch, biting. Oh, the fire, mate! It was spitting fire over there. Little under the bridge pass, also known as underpass. I just can't talk.
Yeah.
Under the bridge pass. I'll tell you what happened.
That's one of the day.
Guys, this is so hard to get this across on a video, how fast the thing is. I really hope you can feel the power, you can hear it, and you can just experience, you know, through the screen, hopefully. One gear, mate. Jesus Christ, mate. This thing pins you back in the seat, but it's also so seamless. Wow. I can't fathom this. This is such an unrealistic number of power, but it puts it down so well without any issues.
Bloody speed bumps.
Mate, I've just lost my spine.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh Jesus! I have to brace myself every time. Oh, it sticks so well. Oh. How does this car go around the corners at that speed with no movement? I have no idea. I actually have no idea, man.
It is crazy. It does surprise me at times, to be honest.
Wow.
If you didn't know any better, you'd swear it was 4x4.
Literally, yeah. Honestly, it feels it. If going around the corners, it literally feels it. I know, obviously in a straight line, you feel the push from the back.
Yeah.
But going around the corners, it doesn't feel like it's just rear-wheel drive. Alright guys, that's it. That's about it for the video. I hope you've enjoyed. As you can see, it is a little bit dark.
Yeah, we've been out all day.
You can barely see on the video. Look at that. Just a little splodge on the right side of the screen. He's still here. Great day out, mate. Really appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you very much, mate. Honestly,
it's been a pleasure. Showing
great
some of the Welsh country roads and some of the mountain scenery. showed you the sea for a while, so
Exactly, exactly. Absolutely beautiful. Honestly, once again, shout out to Area 51 Club. Shout out to Andrew, absolute legend. You know, great car, great day out. You know, obviously, if you do see the club about, go give them a shout, go speak to them. You know, they're a great bunch. And yeah, once again, hope you enjoyed the video. We are on our way to over 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so do go as a subscribe down below. Do us a favour, whilst you're at it, might as well follow our Instagram. Why not? At redefine.automotive. And that's about it then. I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.